Hey again. Today we're going to be doing the quest that gets you the jukebox for your garrison, called Bringing the Base. So if you haven't seen it, it's pretty hard to miss. It's right at the front of your garrison. There's a little gnome here, and he's got a quest for you. I'm sure everybody's probably seen this by now. So you click on him and it just gives you the quest, Bringing the Base. One downside is that in the quest text, when you originally read it, it doesn't actually tell you where to get any of them. When you accept it, if you go back and talk to him a second time, you say, hey, where are the jukebox parts? And he'll tell you all about where they are. But I'll show you where we go to get all of them. So there's a couple that are in Spires of Iraq. There's one that's in Teledor, there's one that's in Nagrand, and there's one that's in Gorgrond. So it doesn't really matter what order you do them in. You can do them whenever you want. I'm going to start in Spires of Iraq just because there's two there, and then we'll just kind of work our way around the map. So there's one up in the north in Skedis, and then there's one down in the bottom just south of Pinch Whistle. So I'm going to go to the Pinch Whistle one first, and then we're just going to make our way around the map and back to the garrison. So we'll start off down at Pinch Whistle Gearworks. Okay, here we are in Pinch Whistle. So what we're going to do is we're going to ride down to the south. Kind of down here, there's that kind of little like Gnome Town. There's a quest hub and everything down there. And if we ride down there, we'll see a little house, and then in the house we can grab, I believe it's the Lazytron disc reader that's down there. It's part of a quest hub, so while you're leveling or whatever, if you're going back to do quests and stuff like that, there's a ton of quests down there, so you could always do it at the same time. But since this guy's already done here, we're just gonna whip in and grab the thing and then whip out. Hey, while we're riding there, it's time for another WoW joke time. How do Tauren hide in orchards? They paint their hooves red and then they hide in the apple trees. Isn't that just the worst joke? It's awful. So okay, so we ride up here. And then there's a bunch of little infected gnomes and junk. We can ignore them. And then we go inside this building in front of us. It kind of looks like the Goblin Inn. So then we run upstairs, and then right up the stairs to the left, you'll see a bedroom here, and piles of gold and fancy leopard print everything, nice bed. And over there you got the Lazytron disc reader. So it looks like it's just sitting there. You can pick it up and steal it and run away. So as soon as you do though, you'll find that this guy shows up. He's mad that you stole his CD player. Now it's funny, he says Spore-addled Goblin. It's a little. I'm gonna guess that that's an STD joke by looking around, the rest of the room. But so all right, so you kill him and you see he's infected us. Normally, we like to make sure our partners are clean before we meet up with them, but unfortunately we didn't get that opportunity here. Oh no! All these infected bar patrons are attacking me. Help! How many more diseases am I gonna get at this bar? I'm never coming here again. Okay, that's done. So now that we're... Oh wait, I'm a paladin. Cleanse. I don't normally play my paladin. I forgot I could do that. Okay, so now we want to head up to the north to Skedis for the second piece. So what I'll do is I'm just going to run right back to Pinch Whistle, and then I'm gonna fly up there. So I will meet you there. Okay, so the fastest way to get there, or the closest flight point, is probably Akita's Hovel, which is technically apparently in Shadow Moon Valley, but it really is kind of on the Spires of Iraq side. Anyway, so we'll flap there, and then from there we'll walk over to Skedis to get the dude that we need. Okay, here we are. So we're just gonna ride up into the Skedis area up here. It's the same place where you do the Apexis daily, so I'm sure you've all probably been there 100,000 times while you've been grinding the dailies. Up until you don't need Apexis crystals anymore because they're worthless after like 2 weeks after you're at level 100. I'm sure somebody is going to be like, oh no, here's all the reasons why Apexis crystals are... No, they're terrible. So anyways, once we get in here, there's you just got to kill Apexis Guardians to drop them. So this one's actually an item drop that you got to worry about. But I think pretty much all of them are 100% drop, so it's not the end of the world to grind it. So it doesn't drop off the Arakoa. What you're looking for is one of the robot-looking guys. There's one over there. The Stalwart Wardens. So we just kill him, and then you should drop it right away. There we go. Phonic Amplifier, so we got that. So now we're just gonna ride back to Akita's hovel, and then we'll fly to... I'm probably gonna go to the... Maybe I'll go to the Nagrand one, and then I'll come back to Talador and up to Gorgrond after that. So let's ride back there, and then we'll fly over. The one in Nagrand is up in the north, kind of in the Ogre area. Same thing where you do the Ogre Apexis daily. It's right up in the same area. Same where like the Ring of Blood is and everything up there. So you gotta fly to your nearest flight point near the Ring of Blood, and then from there you just gotta run up into the Ogre area. That one isn't actually a drop. That one's just sitting on the ground. But again, once you pick it up, you're gonna have to fight some dudes because they're annoyed that you stole it from them. So we're gonna jump on the bird here, and I guess that guy's probably my closest flight point. And then we'll fly up there, and then we'll run up to the Ogre area from there. Okay, here we are. So we're just gonna run up to the, you can see right up here in the top of the Ring of Blood. So you can either cut across the grass or follow the path, whatever. And then we'll head up there, and like I said, it's just kind of sitting there. And then once you grab it, there'll be two ogres that you got to fight because they'll be upset that you stole it from them. So yeah, I know that last joke that I told was terrible, but hey, you know, have you ever seen a Tauren in the orchard? No, the painting thing works, right? Oh, that's part 2 of the joke. Stay tuned for part 3 of the exciting conclusion to my joke. I shouldn't say it's my joke. I didn't make any of the jokes that I tell up. I just stole them off Reddit or the WoW forums or wherever else. But, I mean, it's not like somebody tells, you know, why the chicken crossed the road and people assume that they made that joke up, right? So, I'm assuming you don't think that I'm making these up on my own. I'm not that, you know, much of a comedic genius to bring up jokes about Tauren painting their feet red. So anyways, right up here, you'll see right up the stairs, there's 2 ogres over there just kind of grooving right beside the base blaster. They're having a real party. They're party animals. So you grab it, and you can probably run away without having to fight them. They don't attack you right away, but eventually they do. They're pretty easy to kill, so it's not the end of the world. I like watching them dance. They got a fun dance. They look like they were having a good time. So it's sad to disrupt them, but you know, I need the music too, man. I think my needs are much more important than theirs. Oh no, another one's respawned. Run away! Run away! Or just stand and watch them for a while. I'll dance with you, buddy. Yeah. What are you even dancing to? There's no music there. You dance into the party that's in your own head. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so I'm going to run back down to the flight point, and then I'm going to fly to... Where did I say I was going to go next? Talador, probably? Yeah, let's go to Talador next. There's 2 places you can go there. Basically, what happens is we're going to kill another guy. It's going to be the big goblin shredder machines. So you're going to kill one of those, and then it's going to drop that part. So you just need to go anywhere in Talador that has those shredders, and you can see that they're kind of around here. Fort Rin's a close place. It's usually only a short ride down from there, so it's probably where I'll go. I don't have all the flight points on this character, so if you have a closer flight point, like down at Redemption Rise or somewhere, you could go there. So I'll ride back, and then I'll catch a flight point up to Fort Rin, and then I'll meet you there. Okay, here we are at Fort Rin. So we'll just run down to one of these 2 areas and look for a shredder and then Same thing, it should be 100% drop rate, so it shouldn't take us very long. There's a million of them around there, so shouldn't be too hard to get. Same thing, this like in the Spires of Iraq, this happens right in the middle of the quest hub, so you could always do this, you know, if you're doing the quests in here, but I'm just running back after the fact. Okay, so there's one down there. Really easy to kill. And there you go, you got your SPRK capacitor. So I'm just going to run back up to Fort Rin, and then we're going to fly up to Gorgrond. And then from there we're going to get our final piece. So up in the Gorgrond area, we're going to fly up here in the Everbloom Wild. So whatever, like again, whatever flight point you got is close enough. Either Everbloom Overlook or Everbloom Wilds. Personally, I've had better luck in the south, but you know, whatever. Same thing, you just got to kill a guy. Big lumbering agent, and it's 100% drop rate, so it shouldn't be that hard. So I'll fly up to Everbloom Wilds, and then it should be just almost practically right in front of the flight point is where they spawn. Okay, here we are, Everbloom Wilds. So basically what we're doing is we're riding around looking for those giant trees. As soon as we find one, we'll kill him and he'll have the last piece. Oh, there's one way over there. So while I'm riding over there, here's the thrilling conclusion to my 3-part WoW joke. How did the gnome die? He was picking apples. Oh, see the setup? It starts out bad, gets confusing, and then in the end, that's how it pulls it off in the end. Is a fantastic... No, it was still terrible. But anyway, so we just killed this guy. I seem to have picked up half the forest on my way over here, so that's going to be lots of fun. Watch me actually die while doing this. Oh, seriously, I might actually die while doing this. Wouldn't that be awful? How noob would I look if that happened? In my defense, I don't play my paladin very often. This is just the only character I had that didn't have this thing, so I don't, you know where half of my buttons are. If I have to lay on hands, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Yeah, I probably could have used Avenging Wrath or Holy Warrior there or something, which would have helped me out, wouldn't it? Okay. So you see this guy should have the Court of Ancient Wood on him. There we go. Those are all our pieces. So we're just going to hearth back to the garrison now, and we'll turn it in, and we'll have our fancy-dancy new jukebox. Alright, here we are. And now we're just going to run outside, turn the quest into the little gnome there, and then he's going to give us a new jukebox so we can listen to some rockin' tunes. There we go. The following spell will be cast on you. Unlock Jukebox Garrison. Bam, there it is. So on top of this, if you look in your inventory, it's going to give you a stash of dusty music scrolls. So you just open that up and you're going to get a whole bunch of music. So you get there's a Stormwind music, your Ironforge music, your Night Song, I'm going to go ahead and guess is Darnassus. There's Numerigan, Exodar, Curse of the Worgen, and Way of the Monk. So there's an achievement if you get 10 different pieces of music for the jukebox. So you start off with 7 right off the bat, so that all you gotta do is get 3 more. And I'll do up a couple of videos to show you how to get a couple of the more interesting and fun musics after this. So once you learn all of them, all you gotta do is just go over here and click on the Tunotron 5000 and just pick, which one you want to listen to. There's your Stormwind or just kind of whatever. So there you go. That's how you get it. It's fairly easy. If the video was any help to you or you enjoyed my horrible jokes, go ahead and hit the like button or leave a comment down below. Thanks a lot.